Part 27. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 261. Outside the city walls, thousands of sea monsters died every minute and every second due to Dragon City's 100% anti-shock properties. A large amount of equipment, gold coins, skill books, and other items fell at the foot of the city wall. However, no player dared to pick it up. Picking up dropped items in such a dense and crazy swarm of sea monsters is tantamount to death. Suchen looked a little pity. After all, these dropped items can be decomposed into his fusion points. At that moment, the black dragon G Mengli was separated, flying in a circle around the dragon city. While turning on the greed skill, suddenly, countless dropped items came to her like a tide. Then it was automatically transferred to Suchen's space backpack. Ding! You get the level 49 bronze equipment C-scale armor *516. Ding! You get the rare skill book intermediate resurrection 7. Ding! You get the epic material steel back killer whale skeleton 3. Ding! A series of system prompts and the non-stop killing prompts kept ringing in Suchen's mind. The latter had to turn off the beep function. Let Yun Feiyan continue to guard the city. He himself went directly to the inner city Golden Dragon's lair. Anyway, he has money now. After searching Abyss of Fear Levatan's tribute, the gold coins have reached a terrifying 380 billion. Now there is a queue of tens of thousands of golden dragons. Ding! Selected to speed up production up to 10 times. Deduct gold coins *2250. Excluding sulfur *225,000. Deduct crystals *450,000. Golden Dragon Baby has been scheduled for delivery *9000. It is estimated that in 18 hours, all 9,000 Golden Dragon Babies will be born. Hearing the system prompt, Suchen was greatly excited. Having money is fun. In 18 hours, that is, in a day and a half, I will have a total of 10,000 Golden Dragon Babies. Having money is fun. The corner of Suchen's mouth curled up. He took out the 1,000 Golden Dragon Babies that he had produced before from the nest. I currently have a total of 15 billion experience points in the experience storage tank. And the speed of gaining experience is still accelerating. In 3 days, I'm afraid it can break through to hundreds of billions. First upgrade 1,000 Golden Dragon Babies to create an army of 1,000 Golden Dragon Knights, and then go and occupy the colorful stone mine in the eastern suburbs of Yanfan City. Originally, Suchen wanted to wait for his 10,000-person Golden Dragon Knight army to be built before occupying the colorful stone mine. This would be safer. But now he has obtained adaptive scale armor and Sea Dragon 3rd Princess Ling Shuang with a maid with saint-level strength beside her. It shouldn't be a problem to withstand a burst of attacks from the Church of Light. Wouldn't it be more fun to build thousands of mining robots and run away after digging the entire mine? Way. Upgrade. 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 Suchen now began to extract massive experience points from the experience storage tank to upgrade the Golden Dragon Babies. For a time, thousands of cute Golden Dragon Babies were in the field, and the upgrade white light flashed into one. Ding! Your pet Golden Dragon *1000 has been upgraded to level 2. Ding! Your pet Golden Dragon *1000 has reached level 3. Ding! Your pet Golden Dragon 1000 has been upgraded to level 31. Ding! Your pet Golden Dragon 00 has reached level 49. Ding! Your pet Golden Dragon *1000 has reached level 50. A total of 8 billion experience points were consumed. 1,000 Golden Dragons in the field were all upgraded to level 50. The cute Golden Dragon Baby that was originally only a few meters long suddenly turned into a head and body 50 meters long, with a powerful shape and golden light all over. A shiny giant golden dragon. Hold head high. Thousands of golden dragons let out thunderous dragon roars. At the same time, he bowed his head to the master Suchen to please him. Golden Dragon Pet Mount. Level 50. Race, Dragon. Qualification, 12 stars. Intimacy, 100, never give up. Life, 100,000/100,000. Magic, 100,000/100,000. Attack, 20,000. Defense, 20,000. Movement speed, 100 m/s. Skill, level 15 golden armor, defense add 150%. Flight guardian, pets share their attributes with their owners, level 15 metal combat mastery, attack add 150%. Dragon breath, level 1 dragon language magic, including 4 types of ice cone, wind blade, fire tornado, and meteorite spell. Equipment, none. What the hell? Seeing the attributes of the level 50 golden dragon, Suchen was surprised and happy. Compared with the attributes of the level 25 thunder dragon king, they are completely incomparable. You know, the full level thunder dragon king of level 25 has only 8,000 health points. There are many, and the attack and defense are less than 2,000. But the level 50 golden dragon has reached 100,000 health points. The attack and defense attributes have reached a full 20,000. It is more than 10 times that of the Thunder Dragon King. Although there is a level difference. But it is also enough to prove the power of the Golden Dragon. As expected of a purebred dragon, this attribute is so awesome. In addition, the level 50 Golden Dragon also comes with passive skills of defense add 150% and attack add 150%. It also has level 15 Dragon Language Magic. The flying speed has also reached the terrifying super high speed of 100 meters per second. The speed is quite high. At 360 kilometers per hour. This Golden Dragon alone is a proper Lord level boss for ordinary players. A terrifying existence that requires a team battle of tens of thousands of people to defeat. But now, standing in front of Suchen, there are many people standing in front of him. There are thousands of golden dragons like this. And in the lair, there are 9,000 golden dragon babies about to be born. The 2 Heilong sisters on the side were already dumbfounded. There are so many powerful golden dragons. If I hadn't been baptized by the elders, I'm afraid I wouldn't be as strong as them now. The third princess Ling Shuang lost her voice. When it comes to dragon species, the qualifications of golden dragons are slightly higher than those of sea dragons. It is one of the most powerful dragon species among the 2 winged dragons. He has both magic and martial arts skills and has comprehensive qualities. Just when the Heilong sisters were in shock, Suchen summoned 10,000 trained dragon knights from the 100 battles barracks nearby. Wow, wow, wow. Thousands of dragon knights with solemn expressions. Stepping in order, they lined up. Rows of people stood in front of Suchen in an orderly manner, beating their chests with their right hands and shouting. "See General!" 10,000 people shouted in unison, and the sound shook the heavens. The 2 sisters Heilong who were standing aside were so frightened that they jumped. What a strong murderous aura! What a strong unit! This kind of momentum, could it be that 1,000 years ago, the Dragon Knight under the Qing Emperor of the Great Yan Empire was able to fight against gods and demons? The third princess, Ling Shuang, has always longed for Qing Emperor, the best man in the world. Naturally, she is more familiar with everything in the Great Yan Empire than others. Just seeing her for the first time, she immediately made a decision in her heart. The Great Flame Dragon Knights are known as the most powerful elite troops in the world, and they are extremely proud. No one can order them for thousands of years. But why do you call, Master, General? The third princess Ling Shuang looked at Suchen. An idea that made her extremely frightened and felt extremely absurd suddenly came to her heart. Her heartbeat suddenly accelerated. Could it be that, he has the qualifications of the Qing Emperor and the blood of the Dragon Emperor? To read the underlined version of the novel. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 262. Impossible, impossible. The third princess Ling Shuang suddenly turned her head. He didn't dare to look at Su Chen's profile again. Her delicate and pretty face was actually flushed. My husband must have the qualifications of the Qing Emperor, the arrogant talent, and the common master of the world. If Su Chen really has the qualifications of the Qing Emperor and the blood of the Dragon Emperor, wouldn't he be qualified to be her husband? As for the requirements of the world's common master, gods and demons to surrender, Su Chen has the blood of the Dragon King, and it is only a matter of time before he reaches that level. The thought of bad conduct, the master who was despicable and shameless actually met her standards as a husband. The third princess, Ling Shuang, instinctively resisted. She didn't understand where this resistance came from. Perhaps it was just her stubbornness and unwillingness to bow. Trouble. Huh? Sister, why are you blushing? What are you afraid of? Little Kwei took her sister's hand and asked loudly. The third princess Ling Shuang quickly covered her sister's mouth and glanced at Su Chen with a slightly panicked look. She felt very sad when she found that the other party was not paying attention. He breathed a sigh of relief. He took his sister to the side and whispered. Su Chen checked the attributes of these trained dragon knights. There were 10,000 dragon knights. One of them was a level 48 desolate dragon knight. 3,000. Level 40 elite dragon knight. The rest are all level 40 ordinary dragon knights. After training in the level 1000 battles barracks, there is a 30% chance of training elite units. Such a high elite explosion rate is also the highest in the server. He first checked the attributes of ordinary dragon knights. Dragon Knight. Level, 40. Race, human race. Qualification, 11 stars. Loyalty, 100, no regrets. Life, 4/4. Magic, 5,000/5,000. Attack, 10,000. Defense, 5,000. Skills, Lance 20, definitely hit double critical hits, morale level 20, under the aura of the Dragon General, attack and defense asterisk 200% unyielding united as one dragon affinity. Equipment, wooden gun. Compared with the previous level 20 Dragon Knight, now the blood volume has increased 4 times. The attack increased 5 times. The defense has increased tenfold. The Elite Dragon Knight is based on the ordinary Dragon Knight, with an additional 30 attributes %. If I wear the evolved Dragon Knight armor, ride a golden dragon mount, and add my Dragon General halo, the offensive and defensive attributes will be doubled. A normal hit would probably hit a critical hit with an attack value of 1. And this is because his Dragon Knight has not evolved into a God Demon level dragon state. If he successfully evolves a God Demon level Dragon Knight, it will probably soar again. In 2 days, the first batch of 1000 God Demon level Dragon Knights will evolve. At that time, it's time for me to attack the land aggressively. Thinking of this, Su Chen's eyes flashed with cold light. Then, he checked the attributes of the only 8 Desolations Dragon Knight. The 8 Desolations Dragon Knight is a more powerful existence than the God Demon level Dragon Knight. Level 30 at that time, the attributes were enough to defy the heavens. I don't know what kind of terrifying situation it will reach when it reaches level 4. Bawang Dragon Knight. Level, 40. Race, human race. Qualification, 40 stars. Loyalty, 100, no regrets. Life, 400,000/400,000. Magic, 20,000/20,000. Attack, 100,000. Defense, 4. Skills, Gun skill level 20, morale level 20, unyielding will, united as one, dragon affinity, fighting in the 8 wastes. Equipment, level 1, advanced dragon rider evolution armor. Properties have tripled across the board. The qualification has increased to 40 stars. Taller than Ji Mengli and Yingying. Suchen was overjoyed. The God Demon level Dragon Knight is said to have a 100-star qualification. The 8 Desolations Dragon Knight is stronger than the God Demon level Dragon Knight. With this qualification growth rate, I wonder how high it will be in the future. 150? 200 stars? Suchen didn't know. However, he was extremely looking forward to it. By the way, I bought 3 elementary skill copy cards from Sea Merchant Octopus Apura before, and I just wanted to fuse them together to see if I can copy the Bahuo Bawang skill of the 8 Desolations Dragon Knight. Come down. Thinking of this, Suchen felt excited. Suchen has been coveting the skills and attributes of battle in the 8 wastes that make him stronger and crazier as he fights. Back then, in the abandoned mine on the outskirts of Wind Element City, the Bawang Dragon Knight used this skill. The attack speed directly increases by 320. In an instant, hundreds of wind tornadoes were killed. The scene is extremely crazy. Even the violent girl Ji Mengli was jealous after seeing this. First, fuse the skill copy card. Fighting in the 8 wastes is a god level skill, and the skill copy card must also be upgraded to god level. Thinking of this, Suchen took out a precious and mature heart of divine power and started the super god level fusion. Ding! The current fusion consumes the number of super god level fusions *1. Do you want to continue integrating? Yes. In the process of merging. Ding! Fusion successful. Congratulations on successfully obtaining god level skill copy card *1. In the backpack space, I saw the blue rare level elementary skill copy card, which instantly exploded with dazzling colorful light. The fusion was successful. Suchen's eyes lit up and he quickly checked this god level skill copy card. God level skill copy card. Level, God level. Career restrictions, none. Level requirement, level 1. Function, all skills at God level and below can be copied at will, regardless of career restrictions, and can be learned directly. This duplicate card can only be used once. The skill copy card is one of the rarest props in the online game God's domain. It is the most powerful tool to break the shackles of career. Warriors can learn mage skills, and priests can become hot-blooded milk knights. Of course, the premise is that you can obtain enough skill copy cards, as well as sufficient equipment and appropriate attribute points. Suchen had played 9th Life before, and had only occasionally heard of people getting this type of copy card. Moreover, they are all primary copy cards, and most of the copied skills are relatively useless. But the one in Suchen's hand was completely different. This is a god-level skill copy card. Suchen immediately used this card without even thinking about it. Ding! Please select what you want to copy, and the specific skills you want to copy. Copy object, Bawang Dragon Knight. Copy skill, Battle of the 8 Wastelands. Suchen called the 8 desolate dragon knights to him and said with slight excitement in his heart. Ding! The exclusive skill of the 8 Desolations Dragon Knight Battle of the 8 Desolations has been found. This skill is god level and can be copied. Are you sure you want to copy it? Sure. Feeler reminds you, 3 things about reading: collect, recommend, and share. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 263. Ding! Copying. Copy successfully. Congratulations on getting the new god level skill book Battle of the 8 Wastes *1. When he saw the god level skill copy card in his backpack, it suddenly turned into a god level skill book Battle of the 8 Wastes. Suchen was overjoyed. He immediately took out his hands, rubbed them together, and learned it directly. Ding! Congratulations on successfully learning a new skill, Battle in the Eight Wastes. Skill, Battle of the Eight Wastelands. Level, God level, colorful. Exclusive skill, Junlin. Consumes 100 magic points to increase combat power in a short period of time. For each additional enemy unit within a kilometer range, the attack speed and attack range are doubled. Up to 100 times improvement. Skill duration, 2 seconds. Cooling time 3 minutes. The previous 224 speed of 20 times has been modified to 100 times when the 8 Desolations Dragon Knight was first released. When listing the skills of fighting the 8 Desolations, the highest 100 times improvement was set, but I forgot when I wrote 24. See this. Suchen laughed loudly at the introduction of Xiang Shenji. In addition to the magical skills Sister Shadow Clone Mechanical Engineering, this fighting in the 8 wastes has become his third god level skill. With a maximum attack speed of 100 times and an attack range of 100 times, it is enough to turn him into the most violent output unit in group battles. If level 10 God descends to Earth is activated, even the true God with 100% strength can be killed. Of course, the premise is that before he kills the true God, he will not be killed by the true God first. The lethality is there, but the defense is not enough. Thinking of this, Suchen took out the adaptive scale armor obtained from Li Vaden. Touching this 1 meter diameter round black scale, Suchen could feel some mysterious power inside, which was slowly draining away over time. It must be integrated as soon as possible. Adaptive scale armor is a god level item. Fusion to the general god level, or even higher levels, will inevitably require one or more super god level fusions. And to fuse this improved scale armor with Suchen himself, it would take several more super god level fusions. In this way, if he wants to save 10 super god level fusion times to fuse the lost artifact Unparalleled Crown, he will have to wait for several days. Never mind. First, temporarily integrate the true god level adaptive resistance. In the future, when the number of super god level fusions has accumulated, we can then improve the level of this adaptive resistance. Figure out the joints. Suchen started super god level fusion again. Ding. The main fusion object has been set to be the player Junlin, and the auxiliary fusion object is the god level adaptive scale armor *1. The current fusion consumes super god level fusion *1. Do you want to continue integrating? Yes. In the process of merging. Ding. Fusion successful. Congratulations on successfully acquiring the passive skill, God level adaptive resistance. A wisp of extremely mysterious power forcibly extracted Suchenji's resistance. Then he integrated all this resistance power into Suchen's body. The latter immediately felt a strange feeling. It was like countless ants crawling on the skin, muscles, internal organs, and bones, making it numb and itchy. But this feeling only lasted for a few seconds and then disappeared. At the same time, there is a new skill in the skill bar. Finally got God level adaptive resistance. Suchen suppressed the excitement in his heart and quickly checked the fourth God level skill. Skill, adaptive resistance. Level, God level, colorful. Skill exclusive, Lord. Passive skill. Accepting the same type of attack 100 times in a row will gradually increase your resistance to that attack. Each additional attack can increase the resistance to this attack by 1%, up to a maximum of 0%, which is complete immunity. It can adapt to up to true God level attacks. Note, the attacks endured can generally refer to any type and form of attack methods, including control, sealing, tracking and other negative types of methods. You need to withstand the same attack 100 times to gradually adapt and become immune to such attacks. Seeing the introduction of the adaptive resistance passive skill, Suchen was thoughtful. It seems that with such magical skills, I can't be too careless. If I can't even withstand the first attack, I'm still going to die. It seems that if there is a chance in the future, it is better to upgrade the legendary ring Holy Guardian ring to a level that can withstand the fatal blow of the main god level, so that it can be guaranteed to be foolproof in the middle of the game. A full 18 days have passed since the launch of the God's Domain online game. It's only half a month until the God's Domain online game finally comes to reality. Time is running out, and he must improve his strength as soon as possible. Suchen looked at the superpower he has accumulated now. The number of god-level fusions has reached 7. Although I used 2 just now, I still can't fuse the artifact 9 times. I have to wait until tomorrow, when I have accumulated exactly 10 times, I can fuse the artifact Crown of Unparalleled. No knowing what kind of surprise this artifact handed down from the Qing Emperor would bring to him. There is not much time left for me. Before the agent forces of the Six Realms launch the total war plot, I must build Dragon City into an unprecedented floating city. And equipped with thousands of god-killing towers. Only in this way can I be qualified to compete with others in the middle of the game. To build the demigod-level god-killing tower, there is still one last material left, colorful stone. Suchen thought about it. First, he ordered 999 elite knights, including the 8 desolate dragon knights, to ride on a 50-level golden dragons. Then put them all into the dragon general space. The other 9,000 golden dragon babies will be upgraded after the follow-up experience points are sufficient. Juer, you two will stay in Dragon City to familiarize yourself with the environment first, and then Yun Fiyan will come to discuss with you the cooperation between the Dragon City fleet and the Revenge Queen. You have to think about how to annex the power of the other 3 pirate leaders in advance. As for your enemies, the Siren clan and the Hydra clan, don't worry, with Li Rishan here, they are just lambs to be slaughtered. Suchen smiled and said to the 2 sisters Hai Long. Little Kwei obeyed whatever Suchen said. The third princess Ling Shuang, who had always been extremely resistant to Suchen as her master, for the first time this time, did not have any questions or sarcasm. Instead, she nodded obediently and quietly. It was a bit strange. Suchen didn't think much about it. He stepped directly into the teleportation array and headed towards Yanfen City. The colorful stone mine is located on the eastern outskirts of Yanfen City. That is the sphere of influence of the Church of Light. This forced occupation of the mine will inevitably lead to a war. But Suchen is determined to decide on this colorful stone mine. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 264. Yanfen City is located in the northwest of the Divine Continent. It belongs to the second-level core city zone controlled by the Church of Light. Suchen put on the refused dark gold level Mask of Deceit. This mask was destroyed by Sakura in the main god's power state while in the ruins of the Imperial City. After Suchen reintegrated, normal functions were restored. Adjust the appearance and height, and cover up the aura and light marks on the body. After teleporting to Yanfen City, Suchen walked around for a while first. Discovered that this is indeed the world of the Church of Light. I often pass by missionaries and pastors of the Church of Light in 2s and 3s on the street. For any transaction in the city, in addition to the original tax, you will also have to pay an additional church tax and you must purchase an amulet of light every month. If you don't buy it, you won't be able to stay in Yanfen City. Moreover, there is also a branch of the Church of Light in Yanfen City. There was a force of 10,000 Templars and Inquisitors led by the Red Archbishop stationed inside. Yanfen City also has a direct transmission point with Guangming City. Once a crisis occurs here, the powerful power of Guangming City can immediately support this place. It seems that if you want to capture the city, you have to wait until my floating city is completed. Suchen thought for a while. First I found a hotel and asked for a room. Then he started crazily building mining robots. Since you can't attack the city, just dig the mines and run away. Thousands of mining robots are deployed, and no matter how many mines the Church of Light has, I will dig them all out for you. Mining robots are legendary engineering equipment, and the manufacturing method is extremely simple for Suchen. After all, he is already a god-level machine engineer. Doing this kind of thing is like child's play. 100, 200, 30. Batches of mining robots were quickly built. After filling the room, Suchen put them all into the backpack space. There is no shortage of manufacturing materials such as Suchen. The massive amount of materials collected from the Abyss of Fear alone would be enough for him to use for several years. 1,000 units, 2,000 units, 3,000 units, it took a full 5 hours. Suchen finally created tens of thousands of legendary level mining robots. There are 100 squares lined up in the backpack space. Okay, it's time to dig for the colorful stone mine. Suchen clapped his hands and stretched a lot. He was really tired from doing repetitive work all the time. He hired a carriage and headed to the eastern suburbs of Yanfen City. Before he left the city, the carriage suddenly stopped halfway. Come down. What happened? Suchen asked with a frown. Little brother, the Holy Sun is out of the city. How dare we collide with each other? Please wait for a while. After they pass, we can set off. The carriage driver whispered. The Holy Sun is out of the city? Why is that guy Douglas here? Suchen was puzzled and opened the curtains. He happened to meet Douglas, who was sitting on a tall jade dragon horse. Holy Sun. Douglas's eyes were focused, and he seemed to feel something in his heart. Looking at Suchen, he always felt that something was wrong, but he didn't know where this feeling came from. His own strength was only at the semi-god level. Naturally, he couldn't tell the disguise of Suchen's deceitful mask. However, Douglas was suspicious by nature. Ever since he was violently killed by the umbrella girl Yingying in the ruins of the Imperial City last time, and after being resurrected, this personality tendency has become more serious. At that moment, he gave instructions to the guards around him. Immediately, a level 80 judgment army with a strong aura riding a dragon-blooded horse stopped in front of Suchen's carriage. Get off the carriage. Accept the inspection from the Church of Light. The judgment army shouted coldly. His eyes shot out with cold light. The coachman turned pale with fright. He quickly rolled down and kowtowed to the judgment army. The latter did not even look at the coachman, but turned his cold eyes looking into the car. I'll give you 3 breaths, if you don't come down, I'll kill you immediately. The judgment army drew out the cold sword of judgment and shouted angrily. Suchen, who was sitting in the carriage, sighed. I don't want to kill anyone, so why do you rush to die? Slowly drew out the heavy sword. Emperor killing heaven. A semi-divine skill. Heaven and earth returns to the sect was struck suddenly. Immediately within 500 meters ahead. Thousands of transparent lightsabers dropped from the sky. The semi-divine skill Heaven and Earth returns to the sect causes basic attack *150% damage to light units, which is 15 times the attack bonus. Suchen's current basic attack power is as high American Samoa 21244 points, and it is also a true damage level attack. A transparent lightsaber caused more than 318,000 real injuries to these light judgment army. The 300,000 HP of the Judgment Army were wiped out in an instant. The Holy Sun Douglas, who was sitting on the Jade Dragon horse, was shocked and secretly said something bad. It's a pity that he didn't have time to open the light defense shield. The surrounding 300 Judgment Army with powerful auras were all killed by Suchen's semi-divine skill. However, Suchen did not hear the killing sound. Obviously, these Judgment Army possess Resurrection Order. However, I picked up dozens of level 80 dark gold equipment. Next time you have a chance, be sure to incorporate an attack characteristic that can inhibit the opponent's resurrection. Looking at the dead bodies on the ground waiting to be resurrected, Suchen thought to himself. The blow came too suddenly. As one of the core cities of the Church of Light, Yanfen City has never encountered anything like this in the past 1,000 years. Someone actually killed the 300-strong Judgment Army in front of the Holy Son Douglas. It was as simple and rampant as killing chickens and dogs. After a brief period of shock and deathly silence, the ordinary people around them. They scattered in all directions and made a loud noise. Holy Son Douglas had a stern look on his face. He waved his staff and pointed at Suchen. Divine judgment. 100-meter-long golden giant sword condensed out of the void, exuding dazzling sacred light, and slashed towards Suchen. The latter's backhand was sure a strike. 10 million experience points will be deducted. A streak of blood came from the sky. With an unrivaled momentum, he split the golden giant sword into two. Then headed straight for Douglas. Bloody training. Are you the king of thieves? The Church of Light was defeated miserably in Dragon City. How could Holy Son Douglas not recognize Suchen's sword that could kill the true god? Phew. Holy Son Douglas was split into two halves by this sure-kill sword. You are such a thief. You Light Church are all thieves. Suchen picked up what the other party exploded and spat at Douglas's body. Ding. You get Light Pope secret letter *1. The carriage can no longer be ridden. A loud bell rang in Yanfen City. A large number of Judgment Army, Templar Knights, and Red Archbishop are rushing here. At the same time, a message for help was quickly sent to Guangming City. Suchen is here. I just want to steal a mine, and I don't have time to hang around with these people. Now turn on flash and head towards the eastern suburbs every step of the way. Feeler reminds you, 3 things about reading: collect, recommend, and share. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 265. Halfway through, Suchen opened the secret letter of the Holy Father of Light he had just obtained. Secret letter of the Pope of Light. Contents: Yanfen City. Unusual ruins were discovered thousands of meters underground in the colorful quarry in the eastern suburbs. This sect activates the Great Prophecy technique perception, which may contain secret techniques about ancient time and space. I order you to investigate quickly without delay. Is there ancient time and space secrets underground in the colorful stone mine? Suchen was shocked when he saw the contents of this secret letter. You must know that great prophecy is the unique skill of the Light Church. 9 times out of 10, the things predicted in it will actually happen. No wonder even the Holy Son of Light went out in person. It turned out to be for this thing. Suchen immediately quickened his pace. Only 10 seconds passed. The colorful stone mine, 100 miles away from Yanfen City, was already in sight. 3,000 Templar Knights armed to the teeth had been deployed around the mine. There may be a more powerful Judgment Army inside the mine. And this matter attracted the Holy Son to personally dispatch, so there must be a Red Archbishop stationed in this mine in advance. Suchen thought for a while. Turn on the demigod level divine hiding. The body immediately enters the invisible state. Non-god level units cannot detect it. Using medicine or fighting will leave the invisible state. However, using the flash skill will not affect this semi-divine skill. A flash, go directly inside the colorful stone mine. Ding. You discovered the legendary colorful stone mine *1 belonging to the Church of Light. Groups of ragged miner slaves, under the shouts of the mighty and tall Templar Knights, hurriedly moved earth and rocks from a deep hole with a diameter of 30 meters in the center of the mine. Hurry up! The Holy Sun is coming soon. If the 1,000-meter deep cave is not opened before then, I will kill you dirty wild dogs to fill the mine pit. The Templar Knights cracked their long whips and roared like thunder. A Red Archbishop sat in a pavilion nearby to enjoy the shade. Dozens of Judgment Army surrounded the area on guard. As for the colorful stone mines buried in the mine, they were temporarily released. He stood aside and ignored it. Suchen looked around and roughly estimated the amount of colorful stone mines here, which was between 500,000 and 800,000 stones. It was not too much, nor too little. After all, part of it has been mined, so it's good to still have so much left. At this moment, shouts of surprise came from the deep cave. Grown-ups! Got through! Got through! There is nothing but a dark ball underneath. The Red Archbishop sitting in the pavilion was startled and quickly flew over here. Suchen was already one step ahead of him, and in a flash, he came directly to the bottom of the kilometer-deep pit. The humid and sultry pit among them, a group of ragged miner slaves held up cheap light stones and looked curiously at the ball in front of them with the faint light. This ball was 10 meters in diameter. It was black and covered with mud. Occasionally, where the mud was thin, a mysterious mark could be seen. Seeing these marks, Suchen was shocked all over. Among the 1% of heavenly creation that he had understood before, there were actually some patterns that corresponded to these marks. This thing, at least the item. At that moment, Suchen reached out his hand to collect it without any courtesy. Ding! You get the lost power artifact Heart of Time and Space 1. The big ball with a diameter of 10 meters suddenly disappeared in front of our eyes. A group of miners and slaves were horrified. At this time, the Red Archbishop happened to go down to the bottom of the mine. Seeing the big ball suddenly disappear for no reason, he was shocked and angry. Who dares to steal something from my Church of Light? Open holy judgment immediately, regardless of those poor miner slaves. The 100-meter golden sword was cut directly in the air. The rock cave wall was cut open by the golden sword like tofu. Together with the dozen miner slaves underneath, they were also beheaded on the spot. It turned into blood mist. Suchen had already flashed and came behind the Red Archbishop. Turn on super speed evil madness. The attack speed increased to 6 times. The attack increased to 3 times. The heavy sword Zushan Emperor suddenly appeared. Suchen's hands turned into after images. Minus 63,732. 4 critical hits, minus 254,928. Minus 68,826. 2 crit, minus 127,464. The Red Archbishop's health of 400,000 was not even able to hold on for 2 seconds in Suchen's hands, and his health was completely wiped out. Suchen took advantage of the situation and turned on the flash again, returning to the ground. Show your body. Facing the surrounding Templar Knights and Judgment Army, another semi-divine skill heaven and earth returning to the sect came out. Thousands of transparent lightsabers fell. Thousands of minions of the Church of Light in the colorful stone mine were all killed. Only the miner slaves, who were bewildered and frightened, were left standing there. Suchen didn't waste time either. A big wave of his hand. Tens of thousands of mining robots in the backpack space quickly spread throughout the mine. Ding 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 ding. Pieces of legendary colorful stone mines were excavated at an extremely fast speed and piled aside. Suchen thought. Black Dragon Ji Mengli, who was circling the Dragon City to collect items dropped by the High Clan, returned to his body. Then they were quickly separated. Ji Mengli and Suchen have the same thoughts. There is no need to waste any words, just transform into the true form of the Black Dragon and absorb all the excavated colorful stones. The equipment that was exploded by the minions of the Church of Light was also absorbed. Ding. You get level 70 Dark Gold Templar Armor *1503. Ding. You get level 80 Dark Gold Judgment Army Armor *25. Ding. You get 100 Legendary Equipment Red Robe *1. Ding. You get the Legendary Colorful Stone *10,000. Ding. You get the Legendary Colorful Stone *10,000. Ding. You get the Legendary Colorful Stone *10,000. just when the mining robots all over the place were having a great time digging. The angry shouts of the Red Archbishop suddenly came from the bottom of the mine. Apparently this guy has been resurrected. Without even looking, Suchen raised his hand and hit Forbidden God of Destruction, killing the Red Archbishop instantly again. Immediately afterwards, thousands of Templar Knights and Inquisitors were slowly resurrected. Suchen smiled coldly. Heaven and earth return to Zhongzhan is still cooling down. Directly summon thousands of Golden Dragon Knights. Hold head high. 1,000 dragon riders riding 50-meter golden dragons rushed towards these minions of the Church of Light. During the battle for the city founding order and the battle in Dragon City, Suchen's dragon knights faced the Templars and the Inquisition army and could only shout for a fight to the death and use their lives and blood to fight off the terrifying attacks of these guys. But now, the attributes of a level 50 Golden Dragon mount alone are comparable to those of a level 70 Templar. Nearly 1,000 elite Golden Dragon Knights, led by the first 8 Desolation Dragon Knight, immediately began the blood-crushing mode. Whenever a Templar Knight or a Judgment army is resurrected, they will immediately be stabbed in random directions. 2 attacks can kill a Templar or Inquisitor. The latter was forced to give up his life and start the sacrifice. Faced with this situation, the 8 Desolations Dragon Knight directly activated Battle of the 8 Desolations. Forcibly break through the opponent's sacred light protection and kill the opponent on the spot. Just 1 minute. Half of the entire colorful stone mine has been mined by Suchen's tens of thousands of mining robots. As many as 350,000 colorful stones have entered Suchen's backpack. But this time, direction to Yanfen City. There was a loud noise and smoke filled the sky. Thousands of Judgment Army followed the Holy Son Douglas and rushed in angrily. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 266. There are also guild members such as War Overlord who are vassalized by the Church of Light. These players all heard the alarm bell from Yanfen City and rushed over. They didn't know much about what happened in the city just now. After all, Yechen's attacks were too fast and sharp. After he succeeded, he immediately left. Except for some NPCs and some players noticed. Great Holy Son. Someone actually dares to commit murder on the streets of Yanfen City, don't worry. As long as we are here, we will definitely capture it for you. These guild members are eager for such a thing to happen. In this way, they can increase the reputation of the Church of Light. They patted their chests one by one to show their loyalty. The face of the Holy Son Douglas became slightly gentle, and he said to these foreign players, "It is very good that you are so loyal to the God of Light. The enemy is ahead, take them down." "No problem, sir. Look at our War Overlord Guild. Leave it to me, Goddess of Luck Guild. Holy Glory, the guild is willing to serve you, sir. Soon." The entire Yanfen City and surrounding players have received the mission prompt. Ding. The Church of Light Holy Son Douglas releases regional tasks. Hurry to the east of the city colorful stone mine and kill the thugs who despise the God of Light. Anyone who accepts the mission can immediately obtain the reputation value of the Church of Light add 100. Those who assist in the killing will be rewarded with corresponding reputation points based on the effective attack damage. Those who successfully kill the thugs will immediately receive the reputation value of the Church of Light add 1 million. And was personally awarded the position of Cardinal Archbishop by Holy Son Douglas. Hearing this mission prompt, the entire Yanfen City players were shocked. If you accept the mission, you can get 100 reputation points. If you successfully kill the thugs, you can get an unprecedented 1 million reputation points. The most important thing is that having the position of Cardinal Archbishop. How generous and luxurious this is for the Church of Light, which has always been extremely stingy. Millions of reputation. Cardinal. Oh my God, is this pie in the sky? As long as you obtain the position of Red Archbishop, you can immediately rise to the top of the Church of Light. Command the Judgment Army. Dominate a city. Damn it! It's time for the salted fish to turn over. Millions of players immediately accepted this mission. They poured out to the east of the city like crazy. The war overlords and other guilds who had followed Saint Son Douglas earlier were even more excited, their faces flushed and their necks thick. They all slapped everyone desperately. Horses. While hurriedly contacting the elite group of the guild, he was afraid of being left behind. Suchen frowned and looked at the direction of the billowing smoke. A thought came to his mind. Thousands of golden dragon knights separated into 500 people, and let out a thundering dragon roar. Swooping away. Seeing that black dragon Ji Mengli finally made a move, she screamed excitedly in the air and rushed over. The distance between the two sides was getting closer and closer. The guild players rushed past like crazy. Suddenly they saw a dazzling golden light in the sky in front of them. In under the sunlight, it stings the eyes. What is that? Can fly, has wings. Damn it! It's a dragon. It's a golden dragon. Seeing the pure-blooded top dragons, the golden dragons all over the sky, these players were a little confused. You know, most of them were riding ordinary mounts like bay red horses. On top of the ordinary mounts, there were rare mounts. Such as giant eagles, wildebeests, flying pigs, etc. Above the rare mounts are Warcraft mounts, which are mounts with magic skills or magic resistance. Griffins, thunder rhinoceros, and iron-winged golden eagles are all Warcraft mounts. Warcraft mounts among them, the more advanced ones are sub-dragon mounts with the blood of giant dragons. Such as Earth Dragon, Thunder Dragon, Dragon Eagle, etc., are all sub-dragon mounts. Above the sub-dragon species, there are more powerful pure-blood dragons. Green Dragon, Red Dragon, Frost Dragon, all belong to pure-blood dragon species. Pure-blood dragon species have extremely powerful attributes and strength, and their growth rate is much higher than ordinary mounts. Of course, they are also extremely difficult to obtain. And pure-blood dragon species among the blood dragon species, the golden dragon is one of the top dragon species. The mounts of these players are 4 levels different from the golden dragon. How can we fight this? Is it collective torture? St. Douglas did not notice. In response, these players raised their staffs and shouted, "Go for it! For the God of Light, kill the thugs!" Tens of thousands of Judgment Army and Templar Knights suddenly launched a charge. Seeing this scene, Black Dragon Ji Mengli rushed out and let out a long roar in excitement. Opening her mouth, a semi-holy split dragon breath suddenly spat out. The dragon's breath split once every 10 meters it flew. By the time it flew 100 meters, it had turned into dragon's breath that filled the sky. A total of 512 blazing dragon's breaths with an attack height of 100,000 points covered the army of light like snowflakes. And, because half of the cooldown time of the holy level split dragon breath skill is only 3 seconds. The first dragon breath is still in the process of flying and splitting, and the second dragon breath is spitting out immediately. Viewed from the perspective of the Legion of Light, the black dragon Ji Mengli in the sky was a dragon-shaped rapid-fire shotgun war machine. The hot dragon breath in the sky abruptly interrupted their charging momentum. The Templar Knights rushing in front could not withstand 3 dragon breath attacks, and they immediately burned to a skeleton. The Judgment Army only endured it twice more, and could not avoid the fate of waiting for resurrection after death. At the same time, 500 golden dragons also opened their mouths. The obscure level 1 dragon language magic was read. A series of ice picks, wind blades, fire tornadoes, and meteorite spells fell towards the army of light. The attack was also not weak. In a moment, 3,000 or 4,000 members of the army of light died on the spot. Not to mention charging and attacking, they could not even maintain their formation. Holy Son Douglas's face turned dark. He looked behind him and to the left and right. He saw that the foreign players who were scrambling just now had their mouths wide open and stood there blankly. Seeing Lord Holy Son looking at him, they all hurriedly covered their faces to avoid. Before the heroic words disappeared in an instant. Just kidding, even the powerful Judgment Army and the Templar Knights were tortured into rotten chickens. What use can they, a group of players at levels 30 and 40, do? Moreover, the black dragon in front. It looks familiar, it seems like I've seen it somewhere before. Wait, that's the black dragon mount of King's Landing boss. Now that the black dragon has appeared, the god of death must also be here. Hiss. Could it be that, the thugs that Lord Holy Son wants us to kill are King's Landing? What the hell? That pervert can even kill a true god, so what do we think? Retreat. Everyone retreats. Grass. No wonder the rewards are so high. If I had known it was to kill King's Landing, I wouldn't have come. Not to mention the Red Archbishop, even if you give me the position of Pope, I don't have the fate. In fact, with the Holy Son here, maybe we can still take advantage. After all, this is the core sphere of influence of the Church of Light. It makes sense, as long as the reinforcements from Guangming City arrive, we can follow behind and fight the autumn wind. Right? No matter how powerful the pervert is, can he still be stronger than the entire Church of Light? No matter how strong he is, can he kill the Holy Son on the spot? Snort. Is he really a majestic Son of God, but can he be made of clay? Feeler reminds you, 3 things about reading, collect, recommend, and share. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion author, 7 years. Chapter 267. Some players took pictures of Suchen's name, turned around and left. Another group of players followed behind the Holy Son, neither attacking nor retreating, hoping to act according to the opportunity. Seeing this scene, Douglas snorted coldly. He raised his holy staff and chanted loudly. Great God of Light! Please grant me supreme power. Holy confinement. Buzz. An extremely powerful holy light fell from the sky. It fell into Douglas's staff and spread loudly. With him as the center, a huge confinement field condensed with the power of holy light suddenly spread. The range extends to 3,000 meters. In an instant, whether it was the black dragon G. Mengli, the golden dragon knight, or the mining robot in the mine, everything froze on the spot, motionless. Without the power to fly, G. Mengli and the golden dragon suddenly fell down like ice sculptures. They can't move. The Holy Son is indeed powerful. Good chance. Brothers of divine glory, charge with me. When the players on the field saw this scene, they were overjoyed. They raised their weapons and launched an attack. Suchen snorted in his heart. He has the artifact Emperor's Boots, which is not affected by any time and space restrictions. At that moment, there was a flash, and he came to the Holy Son Douglas. In front of him, in the latter's horrified eyes, he was beheaded with a forbidden god-destroying strike. -1 million. A terrifying damage value floated out from Douglas' head. The latter exploded a ring, fell to the ground and died, waiting for resurrection. Ding. Congratulations on getting the level 100 Holy Equipment Ring of Light *1. Holy Son Douglas died. The skill Holy Confinement he activated also dissipated. The Black Dragon and Golden Dragon who regained their freedom quickly flapped their wings and stabilized their bodies. Shocked by this, the Black Dragon G. Mengli became angry. She came directly remember the forbidden spell Forbidden Fire Meteor from heaven. Above the sky, a red cloud quickly condensed. The violent fire element sweeps over the player's head. This familiar scene suddenly woke up all the players present. He looked at Suchen and the black dragon in the sky with great horror. Although Suchen's appearance and body shape have changed, these players are finally convinced. The young man in front of me is the king of killers. If I say, we are just here to watch the game, just to watch the excitement, would you believe it? A blonde female player from the Goddess of Luck Guild looked at Suchen, the notorious god of murder, and forced a smile with a trembling voice. Suchen curled his lips and said, I believe it. Very good. Then we won't disturb you. Goodbye. You are busy. Okay. Suchen nodded very kindly. After all, the other party was so sincere. She was a beautiful girl and an international friend, so she had to deal with it no matter what. Then without saying anything, he activated the holy skill. Heaven and earth returned to the sect. Instantly, the surrounding area of 500 meters turned into a dead zone under thousands of transparent lightsabers. Black Dragon Ji Mengli flew down, transformed into a girl, held her master's arm and said coquettishly, Master, you killed too quickly, leaving nothing for Mengli. This girl had just activated the forbidden spell, but before it could be activated, she found that all the enemies below had been killed by Suchen alone. Feeling a little dissatisfied, Suchen smiled and rubbed her head and said, let's collect the ore first. From now on, there will be times when you fight. After receiving the master's assurance, Ji Mengli turned into the black dragon's true form with a smile, hovering over the mine, collecting ore. Ding! You get the legendary colorful stone * 10,000. Ding! You get the legendary colorful stone * 10,000. Ding! You get the legendary colorful stone * 10,000. 1 minute later. Ding! The current legendary colorful stone mine has been mined out. Hearing the system prompt tone, Suchen was slightly startled. Finished picking it so quickly. Looking at the backpack, there are already 700,000 colorful stones. It seems that the efficiency of tens of thousands of mining robots working at the same time is indeed amazing. Ignore the Templar Knights and Judgment Army who are constantly resurrected. Suchen put away all the mining robots, the Golden Dragon Knight and the Black Dragon Ji Mengli. He pinched the deceitful mask and changed his face again. He is not afraid of being wanted. Headed towards Yanfan City in a hurry, preparing to take the teleportation array in the city and return to Dragon City. Suchen was in a good mood along the way. Not only was the stealing operation successful, but he also obtained an additional divine item, Heart of Time and Space. Now I can still rely on the special properties of Deceitful Mask to go back swaggering. I feel really happy. Halfway through the journey, a warning sign suddenly occurred in my heart. I raised my head suddenly. I saw that the sky suddenly split open, revealing the deep and dark sky. Void. In the void, thousands of meters long golden holy swords, with sharp roars, slashed down at Suchen. The latter quickly turned on flash to avoid. But he didn't expect that the 1,000-meter long golden holy sword sank directly into the void. In the middle, he disappeared. The next moment, he suddenly appeared from 1 meter above Suchen's head. He chopped down instantly. Ding! You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. Guardian Holy Ring successfully withstood the first fatal blow. Ding! You are under a demigod level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to demigod level attacks by 1%. Hearing the system prompt, Suchen broke into a cold sweat. Although he had fought against gods and demons in his previous life, he had never had the opportunity to fight against the Pope of the Church of Light. Although he had attached great importance to the strength of this Pope, he still did not thinking of it. The opponent is far away in Guangming City, but he can still launch a killing blow against him. Ding! You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. Guardian Holy Ring successfully withstood the second fatal blow. Ding! You are under a demigod level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to demigod level attacks by 2%. Ding! You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. Guardian Holy Ring successfully withstood the third fatal blow. Ding. You are under a demigod level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to demigod level attacks by 3%. Another 2 golden swords struck in succession. Suchen did not dare to stop, and continued to use the flicker skill to go east. At this moment, the shadow of 100-meter golden bell flickered in the void, and then he immediately covered Suchen. Then he was passed by the ladder and broke through easily. Huh? Even our sex divine weapon golden bell can't imprison you. Stop and hand over the secret technique of time and space, and I will spare your life. A rumbling sound suddenly came from the void. A huge golden face that almost occupied half of the sky, not angry but powerful, appeared above Suchen's head. To read the underlined version of the novel. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 268. The previous chapter was slightly modified to add resistance tips. Suchen raised his head. Looked down on the giant face that occupies half of the sky. Sneered, wait until you can trap me before you say this. At that moment, Li ignored the other party and turned on flash repeatedly. One step at a time, head towards the nearest free trade city Ludan City to the east. Ludan City is 2,000 kilometers away from Yanfan City. Suchen needs to use flash 200 times in a row to reach it. Once there, you can use Ludan City's teleportation array to return to Dragon City. As for the teleportation array in Yanfan City, it will definitely be useless if the Pope personally takes action. The greatest sorrow of mortals is that they always have an inexplicable self-confidence, alas. The giant face in the sky showed a look of compassion. 1,000-meter-long golden swords shot towards Suchen from the void again. Ding. You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. Guardian Holy Ring successfully withstood the fourth fatal blow. Ding. You are under a demigod level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to demigod level attacks by 4%. Ding. You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. Guardian Holy Ring successfully withstood the fifth fatal blow. Ding. You are under a demigod level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to demigod level attacks by 5%. Almost every second, there was a golden sword slashing at Suchen. The latter estimated the time it would take for him to arrive at Ludan City. The semi-divine skill flash can be used once every 2 seconds. It costs 400 in total, which is more than 6 minutes. According to the current attack frequency of the opponent. Take 400 fatal blows along the way. Of course, with the passive skill adaptive resistance, after 100 times, you will be immune to the opponent's golden sword attack. But there is no guarantee that the opponent has other powerful attack methods. When the time comes, the 100 times of resistance of Holy Guardian Ring will be used up, and Suchen will be in danger. There are now thousands of elementary resurrection techniques and dozens of intermediate resurrection techniques accumulated in the backpack. Let's fuse this ring to create 1,000 fatal resistances first. Just when Suchen was about to start the fusion, the giant golden face in the sky said with an interesting smile. A mere legendary ring gives you the courage to fight against this section. Mortals are really a strange species that is ignorant and fearless. The Pope's words shocked Suchen. The other party can actually see through the equipment on his body. This is too scary. I don't know if he can see the artifacts on my body and the items in my backpack, as well as my skills, talents, and bloodline. Damn it, the leader of a religion is really troublesome. Without the protection of a floating city with strong protection, we really can't easily start a war with them. Suchen thought in his mind, but his feet kept flashing toward the east. Then began to merge. Ding. Set the main fusion object to be the legendary Guardian Saint, and the auxiliary fusion object to be Elementary Resurrection *900. The minimum number of fusion points required for current fusion, 9 million. Do you want to continue integrating? Ding. Fusion points asterisk are deducted. In the process of merging. Ding. Fusion successful. Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Level Sacred Ring of 1000 Lives asterisk 1. Holy Ring of 1000 Lives. Level, Holy Level. Occupational restrictions, Shield Fighter, Mad Warrior, Assassin, Archer. Level requirement, Level 40. Attack, 1500. Additional attributes, Intelligence add 25, Constitution add 25, Life add 1500, 1000 lives, possessed every day 1000 chances to withstand a fatal blow. Haha. A holy ring was directly fused. Suchen was overjoyed. After resisting 1000 times, let's see how you still kill me. Suchen squinted at the giant face in the sky and sneered in his heart. The golden giant face in the sky spoke again. That's all, why does our sect need to reason with an ignorant mortal? Let's end it like this. Buzz. The void suddenly shook. 1000-meter golden swords suddenly split into hundreds and thousands of golden swords. Like a rain of swords, they shot towards Suchen. They flashed and appeared, and landed on Suchen's head in an instant. The latter in my mind, a dense sound of notification suddenly sounded. Ding. You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. Holy Ring of 1000 Lives successfully withstood the 23rd fatal blow. Ding. You are under a demigod level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to demigod level attacks by 23%. Ding. You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. Holy Ring of 1000 Lives successfully withstood the 24th fatal blow. Ding. You are under a demigod level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to demigod level attacks by 24%. Ding. You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. Holy Ring of 1000 Lives successfully withstood the 100th fatal blow. Ding. You are under a demigod level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to demigod level attacks by 100%. Ding. You are under attack from the Church of Light. Pope St. Francis VI. The attack is invalid. Immunity. Ding. The attack is invalid. Immunity. Ding. After the number of attacks of the golden giant sword reaches more than 80 times, a huge sword could no longer kill Suchen directly. If it reaches more than 90 times, it will take 5 or 6 golden giant swords to trigger the resistance of the 1000 holy rings. After 100 times, a continuous immunity prompt began to appear above Suchen's head. No matter how many thousands of golden swords were fired at him, Suchen would not be harmed at all. Haha. This adaptive resistance is really good. No wonder that guy Levaden looks so arrogant. If I had the unlimited resistance ability of Levaden, I would dare to dominate the world. In the rain of thousands of swords, Suchen laughed. The giant face in the sky frowned slightly. How can you ignore this sex attack? Yo, when did the legendary ring become a holy ring? The giant face finally moved slightly. Interesting, after sitting in Guangming City for thousands of years, I finally encountered something that interests me. Omnipresent light, listen to this sex orders, condense your body, and crush evil. Magic skills bright finger. Above the sky. The giant face disappears. It turned into a giant finger that held up the sky and fell from the sky. Crush the voids along the way. With irresistible pressure, it crushed towards Suchen. The latter was shocked. The power of such a magical skill far exceeds the 6-color lightning suppressed by the rules of the divine continent. At the same time, it far exceeds the resistance ability of the holy level 1000 life holy ring. At the critical moment, Suchen quickly used his semi-divine skills Shinayan. Be invincible within 1 second of activation. Underscore Feeler reminds you, 3 things about reading: collect, recommend, and share. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 269. A sky-high giant finger condensed from golden holy light. Ignore spatial distance. It just came to Suchen's head in an instant. With the power of heaven and earth, it was crushed down heavily. Ding. Immunity. Ding. You are under a god-level attack. Skill adaptive resistance increases resistance to god-level attacks by 1%. The holy level holy ring of 1,000 lives cannot withstand the attack of this sky-high giant finger. But Suchen's divine concealment is a semi-god level skill. It is invincible for the first second after it is activated, and is almost immune to this fatal blow. But the ground under Suchen's feet was directly pressed into a huge deep pit by this finger. There was a boom. It shook the surrounding space like a meteorite falling to the ground. Suchen took the opportunity to turn on flash again. At the same time, he gritted his teeth and took out a heart of divine power in pregnancy. Fusion with holy ring of 1,000 lives? As long as you fuse a semi-god level ring, you should be able to resist the Pope's god level skills. Ding. The minimum number of integration points required for current integration, 100 million. Do you want to continue the integration? Ding. Consumption of fusion points * 200 million, fusion is in progress. Ding. Fusion successful. Congratulations on obtaining the demigod level 1,000 life divine ring *1. In the equipment column, the holy ring that originally exuded red light suddenly burst into dazzling multicolored light. Suchen quickly checked the properties of the ring. Ring of 1,000 lives. Level, demigod class. Occupational limitations: shield fighter, wild fighter, assassin, archer. Level requirement, level 50. Attack, 3,000. Additional attributes: intelligence add 0, constitution add 50, life add 3,000, 1,000 lives, daily, has 1,000 chances to withstand a fatal blow, transfer attack, 10% chance to transfer the attack or control. The transfer object is random, this attribute can be turned on or off at your own choice. Attack and attributes have been greatly improved. And also gained an additional attribute skill of diversion attack. Suchen felt happy. Although only a few 10%. But it is equivalent to gaining 100 additional opportunities to withstand fatal blows. Of course, this is only based on probability. If he had a dark face, he might be attacked 100 times but still not be able to trigger the diversion attack. Suchen avoided Pope St. Francis VI's god-level skill, which greatly surprised the latter. When he saw the demigod level 1,000 life divine ring on Suchen's body, he exclaimed in surprise. A mere mortal not only possesses life-saving skills, but also possesses a demigod level divine ring. Let me guess, you should have a similar ability. Such ability is really rare. How about joining our Guangming sect and becoming the next generation of the Holy Sun? How about you? The Pope's loud voice came from the void. Suchen Li ignored it and buried his head. His ability is infinite fusion talent that is more powerful than evolution. This is the foundation of his life, how could he expose it to the other party? However, the other party only said that he had semi-god level skills and semi-god level equipment. It seemed that he could not see his god level bloodline, super god level talents, and the artifacts he obtained. This made Suchen feel a lot more relaxed. As long as he had nothing to fear unless the opponent launched an attack comparable to that of a general. It flashed dozens of times along the way, and he was halfway through the 2,000 kilometers. There was no response from the opponent. This made Suchen feel a little wary. Ding. The game will be offline soon, please be prepared. Countdown to 10 seconds. There was no movement from Pope St. Francis VI until he successfully logged off. But that feeling of a light on my back never went away. Exit the game and look out the window at the bright sunshine. Suchen frowned slightly. This guy is most likely holding back his ultimate move. Is he planning to take me down in one fell swoop? Ex Machina gently held Suchen's head in her arms. She gently rubbed her master's temples with her slender fingers. Suchen enjoyed it while secretly thinking about the other party's possible reaction. The Red Archbishop's sacrifice can summon the true God level 6-winged fighting angel. Holy Son Douglas can activate the sacrifice to induce the general god to descend to the lower realm. According to this calculation, if Pope St. Francis VI sacrifices himself, he can attract the projection of the Lord God of Light. But the other party cannot do this for himself. A small character, but willing to sacrifice himself. I am afraid that the opponent is most likely using some kind of powerful skill to summon a general. Even if the power of the general is weakened by the rules of the god's domain, it will never be what Su is now. Chen can bear it. After thinking about it, Suchen can only place his hope on the artifact crown of unparalleled that has not yet been fused. When I went online at 8 o'clock in the evening, I had 10 super god level fusions. I hope this artifact can help me resolve this crisis. This mining theft operation would eventually lead to the Pope of the Church of Light, which Suchen never expected. Don't think too much about it now. After breakfast, I started browsing the news. The game had known earlier, the Sea Clan suddenly attacked Dragon City. How could King's Landing anger Ocean Overlord Leviathan? Here is an exclusive professional analysis. Explosive. Yanfan City. Hundreds of top pure-blooded golden dragons suddenly appeared in the eastern suburbs. The god of death King's Landing strikes again. St. Douglas died on the spot. The Church of Light has released a regional mission. Kill the thugs to get the position of Red Archbishop. But the thug turned out to be him. A 3-minute tropical primeval forest scene from the online game God's Domain appeared in the Siberian ice field, and a level 25 steel-clawed nightjar attacked witnesses. There is a video link in the lower right corner. Different from the day before yesterday. Today, the Siberian ice field once again briefly appeared in the game scene, but it did not reach the top of the hot search list. Even if you look at the comments below this type of video, most people actually expect games to replace the real world. The reason is simple. Change the rules, be novel, take risks, and drink the red and blue bottles to cure all diseases. As for whether they will die in the game, most people are very optimistic. They all said that there are infinite resurrections in the game and life can be infinitely exciting. Seeing this, Suchen sneered in his heart. When the God's Domain online game truly comes to reality, players will become game creatures like NPCs. How the NPC dies, the family dies. Even when the war between gods and demons begins again, billions of humans on Earth will be left alone. If you can't break through the Tianyuan land, you can only be a slave and a maid, and you won't be able to raise your head for eternity. This kind of life is something Suchen can never endure. Of course, he will not publish future secrets online. He tried it in the previous 9 lives, but was eventually regarded as a lunatic. In the later period, he even attracted the surveillance of government security personnel. The weather was nice today. I went shopping and played badminton with 2 beauties, Yunfeiyan and cute little white rabbit. At 8 o'clock in the evening, Suchen entered the game again. The flash skill was immediately activated. A powerful and mysterious force emerged from the void above his head. That feeling of rays on my back reappeared. Ding! The artifact Dragon King Jade Pendant successfully converts energy and gets you 600 free attribute points. Ding! Your number of super god level fusions has reached 10 times. Do you want to start fusing the artifact that has lost its power unparalleled crown? Yes. Ding! Consume 10 times of super god level fusion, Fusion is in progress. Ding. Fusion successful. Congratulations on getting the artifact Unparalleled Crown. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 270. The fusion was successful. Looking at the artifact blooming with colorful divine light in his backpack, Suchen's eyes lit up. He quickly checked the attributes of this artifact. God Unparalleled Crown, number of holes that can be embedded, 4. Level, Artifact. Player restrictions, Junlin. Level requirement, level 100. Defense, 5000. Additional attributes, health add 3000, constitution add 100, strength add 100, agility add 10, intelligence add 100, unparalleled. The basic offensive and defensive attributes of the commander's troops increase by 1% every day. Imperial power, store an enemy attack, use it at any time, the cooling time is 1 natural day. Description: the peerless Qing Emperor of the Great Yan Empire thousands of years ago. One of the artifacts, if you gather the 6 artifacts together, you can kill the heavens and the earth, and sweep across the 6 realms of gods and demons. It comes with the unparalleled attribute skill. As long as it is the unit I command, the basic offensive and defensive attributes can be increased by 1% every day. What the hell? No wonder the dragon cavalry under the Qing Emperor thousands of years ago were extremely powerful and invincible. It turns out that it is not just a god-demon level qualification created by the Mother of Divine Power. There is also the unparalleled attribute of this unparalleled crown, which brings continuous basic attribute growth. Don't underestimate this 1% daily growth rate. This is exponential growth. The growth becomes more terrifying as you go to the back. 10% increase after 10 days. 22% after 20 days. 34% after 30 days. 270% after 100 days. An increase of 210 times in 1000 days. If Suchen is given enough time, 10,000 years later, the dragon cavalry under his command will probably be able to kill even the gods. Besides, this artifact also comes with the attribute Imperial Power. I can store an enemy attack and use it for my own use. Seeing this attribute skill, Suchen breathed a sigh of relief. This is the skill. Suchen couldn't help but laugh when he thought about the scene where the Pope would summon a divine general to the lower world and he would use it to attack the opponent later. Wait, the wear level of this equipment is level 100. I am only level 50 now and can't wear it yet. Think of this. Suchen's thoughts flashed through his mind. If the opponent really summons the general, I can first take off the advanced balance gem from the Emperor's boots, put it on the unparalleled crown, and then lower the wear level, and that's it. With a plan in mind, Suchen activated Flash repeatedly while concentrating the ring. However, he waited until he entered the free trade Ludan city. The other party still made no move, and even the terrifying aura disappeared. In the end, the sky returned to its cloudless appearance. Strange, what is this guy planning? Suchen frowned and stepped directly into the Ludan city teleportation array and returned to Dragon City. The Free Trade City is a place where the 6 realms agent forces cannot get involved for the time being. But after these agent forces launch a total war, this Free Trade City is in danger. The 6 realms will not tolerate it. Under their rule, there are forces that are not under their control. The plot of Total War is a large-scale war between the agent forces of the 6 realms and against the 36 free trade cities in the Divine Continent, as well as the humans, orcs, elves, dwarves, titans, and other races. At the same time, Guangming City in the towering cathedral in the center. A figure shrouded in dazzling holy light, whispering to himself. The great prophecy technique I just cast actually predicted that the other party could control the general I summoned. Not only did it disperse my projection, it also caused huge casualties to my Church of Light. How could such a powerful mortal appear in the world? Could it be that the legend of a 1,000-year cycle is true? But why can't my great prophecy technique see this legend clearly? Alas, let's use it a few more times. If you still can't see the future, ask the God of Light for instructions. Suchen didn't know. The artifact he fused, the unparalleled crown, actually scared the Pope of the Church of Light away. If this is revealed, it will definitely shock the attention of a large number of players. What kind of existence is the Church of Light? It is one of the top forces in the mainland that countless players kneel down to lick but cannot lick. And the Pope is the supreme controller of this top power. Such a terrifying existence would actually be scared away by a level 50 player. The key point is that Suchen also publicly slaughtered the Holy Son of the Church, thousands of Templar Knights, the Inquisition army, and the Red Archbishop. He also stole their legendary colorful stone mine and took away their divine artifact, the time and space. Heart. When has the Church of Light, one of the powerful agents of the Six Realms, ever suffered such a big loss? Suchen returned to the secret realm of the Imperial City. Give all 700,000 colorful stones to Yingying. Start working hard to build the demigod-level advanced version of God-killing Tower. As for himself, he plans to build an advanced version of the Source of Power himself. After combining the ruins of the Imperial City and Broken Dream Island, it will be turned into a floating city. Then use the Heavenly Universe Array to build the floating city into an impregnable fortress. At that time, he can use this fortress as a base to attack the city and seize territory. Of course, before that, Suchen first checked the heart of time and space obtained from the Wukai stone mine. The Pope of the Church of Light even did not hesitate to take action personally for this divine object, which shows that this thing is by no means an easy thing. The lost power of heart of time and space. Grade, ancient grade. Description, a core component used to build time and space fortress in ancient times. It has the powerful effect of accelerating or slowing down time in a small range and creating multiple independent small spaces. If enough power of time and space is injected into it, it can continue to evolve and have more magical functions such as crossing boundary walls and condensing the heart of the world. However, after a long time, this heart of time and space has long lost its power and turned into an iron lump that cannot be taken apart or broken. It's actually the core component of building a time and space fortress. Suchen was shocked when he saw the description of this heart of time and space. What kind of era was it in ancient times? There are so many weird and powerful things. Even the gods and demons of the six realms inherited part of the wealth from ancient times and became existences that were superior to all the races in the divine continent. Thousands of years ago, the Qing emperor struggled to pursue the secret of the divine realm, even at the cost of fighting to solve it, and fell into reincarnation. Could it be this ancient secret? For a time, all kinds of mysteries and questions arose in my heart. Forget it, let's improve our strength first. With enough strength, these secrets will naturally be unlocked one by one. Calculate the time. In just one day, the mid-game expansion pack will be fully launched. By then, new Breaking Realm missions, second job change missions, and the 6 Worlds Agent Force Total War Plot, etc., will be coming one after another. I have to speed up. Suchen first tried to fuse this big ball heart of time and space to see what conditions are needed to restore its power. Fei Lu reminds you, 3 things about reading, collect, recommend, and share.